Hey everybody, welcome back to Rifted Gamers. My name is David, and I'll be hosting tonight. Um, we got most of the old crew here today. We're gonna open up back in the Cheyenne Mountain Complex, where the group has finally found the source. They found that last week, and now are all gathered around it, talking about what they're going to do next. There have been talks of them forming a conclave, which is a group organized to do Miss Tosa's will on Earth. So we're going to go ahead and open up with everybody.
Yeah.
You guys are there. As you guys gather around the source, you do know there is kind of an illumination of the whole inside of the pyramid, and now you guys can see the your globe of daylight is outshined by runes on the inside of the pyramid glowing and providing light.
So are we still with all those soldiers?
No, but remember you guys used that gate room to get into the main pyramid. So you guys are all in there. That gate has closed, and you're just there in. You see this enormous egg-looking structure that pulsates every now and then. You see some shimmering aurora borealis lights kind of going around it in kind of like that sapphire or mystical PPE energy.
Is the stone table and chairs there?
The stone table and chairs?
Yeah, you know, whenever we call conclave.
No, there's no stone chambers and chairs. It is just a flat surface of basically the unfinished pyramid, and the egg is in the center of that with the symbol of Metosa underneath it. It's about 300 feet across.
What's in the egg?
The source?
Ah. Okay.
Yeah.
It's ginormous. What's that?
Like what?
Michael C is in the egg.
Oh, that's
very
right.
well could be, since we found all his armor.
You did find pieces of his armor, and remember there were splashes of sapphire blood all over the outside of the pyramid. Basically, wherever you found a piece. Goddamn cat! Stop! He's climbing up into the roof. One of these days, he's gonna come flying down.
Yep, he
right
is.
on top of me. So
Nyneave's gonna touch it.
you touch the egg. It kind of bluish magic energy kind of gathers where you touches it, and it shimmers.
But I can touch the egg?
And when you see that, the whole inside kind of flashes with some light, and you can see there is something in there, but it looks dragon shaped.
It's probably in 4 days to compare the source to a plasma ball, right?
What?
We can't hear you, Jeffrey. You're
I got
very
something.
low. You're very, very low in volume.
Here, let me turn up the gain.
That's better, right there. I think it might be how
You
far
just
you
had
are
to
from
get
the mic.
Closer to you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I just had it down next to me. I just moved it up to my desk.
There you go.
Okay. Awesome.
Okay, so what did you say?
Probably best I not repeat it.
That's
Okay.
true, because if you say it, it happens.
Yeah.
So
If you say it happens. Remember, that's the rule.
Nyneave is going to try and light the egg to see it better. The inside.
You gonna candle
Use
the
like
egg?
a little like fairy light.
Okay.
Finally.
You try to use magic on the egg, and there's no effect. You cast your magic spell. You kind of fairy light it. You light it up, but there's no you can't see in it now. But every time you touch it, the liquid inside kind of lights up, and you can see
Touch it.
the outline of what looks like a
A baby
dragon.
dragon.
Well, I mean, baby is
Relative.
um,
How big is this egg? I guess that should be the question.
It is really large.
Okay.
At least the size of this room, which is 25 feet. It takes up probably the inner 33 by 33 circle, and then
Oh, it is a big egg.
it's gigantic. It's enormous. There's tentacles that latch it onto the ground, and then there's some kind of fibrous material that kind of goes up into the roof. And remember, each one kind of plugs into what looks like is a light spot or a star in the universe.
What'd you do, Socks?
You kind of see the constellations above you in runes.
we lost Socks.
Did we lose Socks?
It says, please stand by.
Well, he moved. His picture went out. And
Okay.
He moved. Picture went out in. Voice went on.
Yeah. All right. He'll be back. Maybe he had to take it out or something. I don't know.
We're still near a nexus point, aren't we?
You are on a nexus point.
Okay, I'm gonna try.
And the source is a nexus point.
Yeah, I would like to try to cast a spell of mine.
What's that?
Energy sphere.
Energy sphere. Okay.
Right.
Go ahead. You cast it.
Oh, it's one I'm learning. That's why I'm like.
Oh, go ahead and roll your 20-sided die to see if you cast it.
Okay.
Alright, what did I miss? What's he doing now?
He's casting.
Energy sphere.
I
He's
got a
just.
6. Does that get any bonuses?
Is that a
Energy
6?
sphere.
No, there's no bonuses. A 6 is a failure. You spend your PPE as you realize when you start casting, your PPE is sucked into the egg.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So we're guessing that this egg and the dragon inside are friends.
Well, I mean, it's been there before. This is the source. I think, Terry, you've been here and seen the
Yeah.
source before.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
have that, yeah.
It's the same. It's exactly the same as before.
Isn't the source what made me 23 years old?
No, that was that weird
that was-
well that you fell
Okay.
into one of the anchors in the Vale.
In the Vale. Okay.
Yeah. But
So I guess now I'm 25 because it's been a couple of years.
yes, but I mean, it is the same. I mean, the same builders and architects of the. What did
Okay.
you text me, Terry?
Huh?
Oh, that was when you lost power. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. I turned off the air conditioner and the fucking generator quit. I was like, usually it's the other way around, you know? And I couldn't get it started again, so that told me that the generator was out of gas. Anyhow, back to the source.
In the background, you guys can start to hear what sounds like just a rhythmic chanting.
Again with the chanting.
Yes.
No drums this time?
If you listen closely, the chanting does kind of go along with those drums you heard, but it's just a low resonance sound, and it sounds like thousands of voices, maybe millions of voices.
Fine. All the souls in the source? Or they are in the well?
It doesn't seem to be coming from the egg itself. It seems to be coming from the pyramid, not the structure you're standing on, but the outer pyramid where you see runes kind of there and there.
Can we read the runes? That was a tongues
runes-
doesn't read, does
the-
it?
Go ahead and
No,
roll
that's
magic
Eisenbach.
lore, or you read runes, which is part of magic lore.
10.
10%. So you are looking at them, and you also know astrology, right? And astronomy. You
Yeah.
realize that each of these
Sort of.
runes are constellations in the sky.
Okay.
Different worlds, different galaxies.
So not necessarily the ones I'm used to seeing in the sky.
No, there are.
On Earth.
No, there are. There are ones that you are very used to seeing, but there's others too.
Okay.
Others that perhaps if you were a supernatural creature and you were looking at Earth sky, that you would be able to see them with your better vision.
Okay.
And that those chanting, it actually seems to be coming from those
stars.
those area, those things. Yes. With magic lore, you got your 10%. You think that perhaps those could be worshippers of Netosa that are in other galaxies,
On other worlds.
on other worlds. Yes.
That's interesting.
I guess I should say something.
And
So,
remember,
as I'm looking-
remember each one of those things has this almost tentacle that hooks to that constellation, comes back and is in that and connects to the egg itself.
Right. So okay. So
They just be
the symbols on the ceiling are constellations, and some of them are constellations of places that are far away, places that we can't see from Earth.
Yeah.
And it appears. Can you hear the chanting? Can you? Everybody
Yes,
hear the
I've
chanting?
been-
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
it's apparently coming from those places, being fed through the tentacles into the egg. I think they might be worshippers of Netosa on other worlds.
They could also be temples.
Oh, yeah.
Just want to remember those tentacles, if I remember correctly, are part of the gate system, or rather represent the gate system. So each of those tentacles would connect to a gate, which should be located into a temple. Or, holy site of Tosa.
Okay.
I want to say I'm like 85% sure about that.
Interesting.
It's been a while, so there is a little room for error. Anyways, conclave structure. I'm personally in favor of 3 seats, one for each faction of paladins, Templars. The collegium seat, the head seat. That's it.
Well, we gotta have 6.
Do we?
I think so. We can have more. We've done it where we've had more, but
I know we've done it. We had more, but is 6 the minimum number? Because I would have sworn.
I'm thinking that second part of the conclave, maybe we should call the seats. This maybe help us come up with the people to sit in them. But the spirit seat, which would be the high priest, the heart, and the mind seat, making up the whole body of Netosa.
That makes sense.
But what requirements we would have to fill those 2 other seats, I don't know. But that's probably what we could call
I mean, spitballing, maybe Netosa's High General and Leader of Civil Affairs, but
them. Yeah, we could always come up with that later and fill those seats later.
alright, yeah, I'm good with mothballing them for now.
We could just call them vacant for now. But I think that would be a good, setup, and then the head of the conclave would be over those.
Of course.
And then the collegium, a recorder, or secretary.
Scribe.
Kind of like the Secretary of State, right?
Well, this is somebody who actually writes down what's said.
Or reporter.
Oh,
is what
fuck!
you need.
A stenographer?
Yeah, the secretary, that writes everything. Yeah, the historian even, we call it the conclave historian.
Ah. Yes.
That way that's what it would be, 4.
Nose goes.
And then the champion.
Oh.
three seats would, the conclave seat, those three seats would not have a vote. It would just be,
Oh, okay, so.
So they're like
okay,
higher
positions.
collegian members that
Right.
have duties, not
Alright,
votes.
Duties
So-
to support the conclave.
like, for example, the champion would be sort of the sergeant at arms for the conclave. So,
Oh, this stuff sounds familiar.
yeah, it does.
yes.
What about-
Yeah, the champion, the historian, and who else?
The champion, the historian, and then the collegian.
Who's going to be the lawyer? We should
How
have.
We
do
have a lawyer.
That would be another person that would be off to the side that would not be part of the conclave, but would be,
A support
Yeah,
cast.
yes.
I'm like, okay, this one I'm 100% confident on, but there's a lawyer for the conclave.
Yeah.
If you ever need him.
Right.
Who's that?
Spartacus.
Right.
True, but I mean, shouldn't we have a lawyer that's actually
Yeah,
like
yeah.
here?
It's actually alive.
Yes, you have to have a
Hey,
lawyer.
he is alive. He's not here.
Who would like to be the lawyer?
No, it's all right.
Nyneave raises her hand.
I'm sorry, I have my hands full with freaking quartermaster shit.
Quartermaster lawyer.
At this point, I might as well just run the conclave.
I thought you did.
You could do that. You can have a dictatorship with one conclave seat.
Am I just in charge of all the fucking paperwork? Is that what this is?
The secretary.
Yeah. The historian. Yeah.
The historian of the conclave.
I am putting my foot down on that one.
Well, you can't be the historian because you're already a conclave. Well, would you be?
Wait a minute. The historian
I mean-
gets 100% experience bonus.
Still not worth it.
What?
And-
Look at my notes. If you think they're good enough, then I'll do it. But that's about as good as I'm gonna get on my notes.
Your notes are great. You got to do word for word though.
Fuck that. Fuck verbatim.
Do you
I
know?
was
Do you know
nominated
that
secretary
Windows
of-
will record?
And now he's not happy because he's out of the bath.
All right. So I'm gonna shut up because I'm actually not there.
One for you, stop pinching that baby.
I just have Ry-lo-kin. Ry-lo-kin's here.
So,
I was
yes.
serious.
Serious about what?
I could be a lawyer. I really could.
Yeah, you're not. Yeah, you don't.
Nobody speak at once. It's okay.
I'll be the executioner. Wait.
So I'm thinking the champion would fill that role.
Socks.
I believe really think you would be best suited to be the Undertaker.
Oh, the
Ah,
collector
yes,
of souls.
Oh, I can be-
disposer of remains.
I can be the collector of souls. That's a good idea.
What does a lawyer do exactly? Like, what are we referring to?
That
Well,
might be the most underpaid position in all conclave
And
history.
underappreciated.
Yeah.
So traditionally, the
So he
lawyer
didn't
of the
answer his
conclave
question.
negotiates
Treaties?
treaties and alliances with other nations and people.
And deities.
They also represent us in any type of legal situation.
Yeah, they were really good when Raylan was charging everybody compounding interest daily, and she
Actually,
bankrupted everybody.
I'm gonna point out that was before my time. If I had been president, I would have put a stop to that shit immediately.
Unfortunately, the conclave still owes her money.
Not this
But not
conclave.
this one.
Because that's going to be our first resolution.
So
How much
Morfrin
do they
said that
sell
he'll
over,
do
I
it for
wonder?
the XP.
It got capped at 20 million for some concessions.
He'll do it for the XP.
Sorry, who said what?
Morfrin said he'll do it for the XP.
He wants 100%.
Is that the lawyer or the scribe?
That's the
Oh.
historian.
I'll be the lawyer. I'm pretty good at writing up hacks.
So that are you good at writing a pact?
I'm pretty good at writing a pax. I'll make it as fair as I'd like them to be.
Well, just remember that, like, you always have the conclave interest in. So you want to make it so it's one-sided for the conclave, but such legal crap that people don't understand that they're actually giving everything to.
I think the lawyer actually wrote
Well,
up
what
the
helps me
contract
helps the
for
conclave, right?
Raylan.
Exactly.
Oh,
Oh no.
no.
Be very careful, Morfrin.
Sorry, let me rephrase that. What helps the conclave helps me, right?
Think of
That's a much better way of putting it.
think of more like what helps Natosa helps you,
That's right.
because he wants his 33% of everything.
You know how much more shit we could get done if that was like. No, let's not get into that.
Do you know that you guys have a dragon as your fucking god?
Yeah, literally, I knew that's what that argument was gonna be.
Have a dragon as a what?
I mean, do you seriously want him to actually, like, answer your prayers?
One day we won't care because we'll be dragon-like beings
No.
too.
No.
Oh wait,
It'll be all for what we can get.
Oh.
that's
One
what
day.
Raylin thought,
Can't
and
come
then
fucking soon enough.
But that
What
is
happened to
what-
Raylin?
Yeah.
All right, so you guys are there, and you're talking about making a conclave.
How do we decide how do we decide who's gonna be what?
can
Well,
we
I
conjure
mean,
a
you
table
were
of
a
chairs?
potential representative for the Retributions.
I will be the retribution.
I volunteer for that too.
Well,
Are you a retribution paladin?
I am.
No, but I'd like to be made one.
Well, you're not one, so.
That's fucked up.
I am the avatar of Raylin, who is a
Do we
goddess
have
of
a
retribution.
paladin?
What's that,
Do we have a retribution paladin?
Becca?
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
We have.
We also
I am
have
the avatar of Raylin. I will be taking that seat.
As Rowan?
As Rowan. No, not as the
As
fairies.
Rowan. Okay.
The fairies are not going to be on the conclave.
So, Ray-lo-kin looks over at you and says, "You're the avatar of Raylin?
I am.
You are?
I am.
She is?
Yes, I am.
This is the first time she's said this, you guys.
First
Yeah,
time I've heard it said publicly, yes.
Yes.
Mhm.
Had suspicions.
What? I didn't know that.
Well, yes.
Well, does that make me the avatar of, my goddess?
No,
Why not?
because your goddess is here. My goddess is stuck up in a tomb.
How do you know where your goddess is?
I know that she's encased in a tomb.
Ooh, that doesn't sound good.
No, being watched over a vampire.
Really?
Yes.
She's watching the vampire, or the vampire
Oh,
is
I'm
watching
sorry.
her.
The vampire is watching her.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. I remember that.
Mm-hmm.
Please tell me that Vampires Cortez.
I think Sox
Okay.
had something to do with that, didn't he? Or was
Yes.
it? Oh, no, it was one of my other characters. Never mind.
What I thought it was Prometheus.
No, I think it was my ranger guy, my Texas Ranger guy.
Well, I'm a retribution
Oh, I remember him.
I
He was a lot of
take
fun.
the seat.
No. I say we fight to the death.
I'm not fighting the fairy.
That could be fun.
Fine. I'm already on the conclave, so
As
Yeah,
what?
same conflict.
I am a conclave member.
Yes, but not this
Indeed,
conflict.
indeed you are.
Yeah, not that it matters. Her conclave has seniority.
Unless we get them to invite us, and then we reform.
or we can
I would
dissolve
love
it.
to be in a conclave with Ry-lo-kin. We'll make all the nighttime conclaves.
I am my sister and I are on the lower end of the conclave pyramid.
Why is Nyneave on
So
the lower
the
end?
choice we
That's
should
where our
make
seat was,
first is,
sister.
right,
They share the seat.
I'm not your
is
sister.
to,
It's okay.
do we have them invite us into their conclave, or do we form our own?
But it depends really on how many members they have.
So right now they have one.
They have well, they have one seat filled. They have two. I mean,
Right.
We have one seat filled, and I am currently the speaker of the seat.
why can't I be the speaker of the seat?
Because you're quiet.
But I'm not that quiet.
Well, you can speak too.
Okay. Good.
Do we want to invite them to our conclave, or do they want us to bring them to theirs?
We should decide because technically their conclave can come in and tell our conclave what to do.
That is true.
Oh,
Ooh,
let's just keep our conclave.
ooh, we have dominion.
We do.
Over yourselves right now, yes.
No, technically we have dominion over any worshiper of Natosa right now.
Maybe we should.
Well, yes, but
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, I say they form their own damn conclave and we stay on ours.
Well, but
That's why I didn't want to talk about
Alright.
this.
then our first order of business will be to completely exclude you guys from ever being part of our conclave.
that's why I said we should have absorbed them, idiot.
We have observed them. You don't understand. If they form a conclave, we're still above them. They still have to listen to us.
We could make a rule that we don't have to listen to you.
But you can't make that rule.
Why not?
So,
Because you'll
while
be
they're
defying
arguing back
Natosa
and forth,
himself.
I'm gonna go over to pray to Nazareth.
Because
What?
you'll be defying Natosa himself.
So
That's a rule that came
wait,
from his
can you
mouth.
quiet for just a
From his
minute?
mouth?
What?
I didn't hear it.
Oh, God.
So, putting horns up. While those two are arguing back and forth, while Ry-lo-kin and
Yes.
Prometheus are, I'm gonna go over and pray to Nazareth.
Nazareth isn't here.
That's right. He got left behind.
I'm aware, that's why I said pray.
Oh.
Okay.
I'm here, guys. I'm here.
You're not actually a worshiper of Nazareth, though.
I know, so, gonna use consecrated oil
Okay.
to form the symbol of Nazareth real quick, and
Okay.
see if I can't get a line going.
Okay.
I say we just absorb them.
53.
You are unable to get a connection with Nazareth.
Hey, where you going? Where you going?
Yeah. That's a shitty roll.
Right?
Yeah.
First level, play yourself character.
I know. Mistakes were made 2 weeks ago.
Mistakes
You
were made.
You could use blood
They don't regenerate right now.
or
Look how
flesh.
big she's gotten.
She
I
has.
can take it from you.
Just saying.
I'll take it from you.
I'll be your doctor.
Uh-oh. What happened? Did we lose somebody?
No.
We are shuffled around though.
Yeah,
Yeah.
something happened to our pictures.
Yeah, I'm missing.
What the fuck happened?
You got that hand up again, Lyndall.
Can you take that hand off?
Motherfucker.
Yeah,
I promise I did not press shit.
you did though. Every time you do that hand, it changes the pictures.
I don't even know where that fucking hand comes from.
And when the hand is up, I can't change pictures back until that hand goes away.
There's probably a shortcut that
Yeah.
causes that
Yeah, you do.
emoticon
Hey,
to pop up.
So, are you guys forming a conclave?
We're trying.
We're trying to decide
Okay.
how we should do it.
Oh.
I'd advise very carefully.
Well, we can always have Nyneave invite us.
They
Doesn't
would
sound
fill
like
up
she wants to.
seats.
We have to agree on that.
Yeah, but they would fill up seats. No.
Remember, Cortez is alive, and he's on our conclave.
But is he here? No.
We could get him here if we want to.
Yeah, call a conclave.
No.
He won't see me. Remember? 100 years.
You don't like Cortez?
You don't know what he did to the
She
last
has
one that
a
we got
hot
hold of.
Cortez.
He's
I
part of
remember
the Dark Conclave.
dealing with Cortez.
We're part of the Dark Conclave.
Okay.
Then we need to make a light
We're
conclave.
Carnage Fairies, that's why.
What? No. I like the idea
Yes.
of Dark Conclave.
We need a light conclave.
We
The
need some
balance.
fucking balance.
Okay, we will invite you to our conclave.
Now that we don't want to be.
Well, you
I
can
don't know.
What's the stipulation?
You can still have the light conclave. It's just
Well, we're permanent members of this conclave.
because we never die.
I
And-
think the light members got killed or what,
We should
or
check
got
that
kicked
too.
off the conclave. We used to have light members, if I remember correctly.
Yes, we will open up 3 main seats in the conclave. One to represent each faction of Templars. And then you said you wanted what else did you want? A holy spot?
A historian.
Spirit, mind, heart.
Wanted a spirit part for the high priest, a heart and a mind, a champion, a collegian, and a reporter.
Okay.
Historian.
I gotta get out a piece of paper and draw this circle of Netosa and see where we can have these parts. You guys, do you have that old, you know, the old sheet that I gave you? Do you have one of those, or do I have to send it to you guys?
Are you looking for the symbol in Atosa?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you have one?
It might lying around somewhere. Let me take
Okay.
a look. Like not the
Because
actual paper, but the file.
If you recall, where the fuck is that? I just need a piece of paper, damn it. Here we go. Let me draw it real quick so I can. This is just going to be a quick sketch so that you guys can understand the. Remember, there's the heraldry. Oh, that's a shitty symbol of Netosa. Damn it. Okay. Let's do the Star of Netosa. Oh, there we go. And okay. Here we go. You guys can see this. People on the thing can't really see this because I'm not close enough to the camera, but we'll put a picture up when they're done. So there's the symbol of Netosa. And remember that each point of the star is a conclave seat, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then these areas also represent positions within the conclave. They could be collegium members, or they can happen to be like the lawyer. You could have one for the lawyer, one for the heart, what you're talking about, in these outer these portions. And those portions would be how it's been set up is those are collegium, that representative of collegium members. They're non-voting people, but together they have one vote. So if
If
you
they can come to an agreement.
if they can come to an agreement. But if they can't, then their vote doesn't count because they can't and that's usually representative of commoners that have.
The circle?
Yeah, these outer portions are representative
Oh, okay.
of like people that are well to do within the church, but not good enough to be a conclave member.
Merchant nobles.
Yes, but together they have a vote to make them, to make them feel like they have
Part
power.
of the conclave.
Yeah.
More.
So, if you guys want to make a spirit one, or do you want to have the priest of Natosa be on the conclave, like as a voting member?
Who's the
Well,
priest
the way
of
I had
Natosa?
envisioned it was that he would be a voting member.
Is that
There's already 2 members, and that's it's funny because I hadn't thought of who the other 2 members could be, but there are 2 members already on the conclave, so we're good.
well? Nyneave
It does work.
and Ry-lo-kin are head of. Here's Ry-lo-kin and Nyneave because they are remember they're considered back then carnage fairies. Even though she's good, she still was placed in that category of carnage fairy. Remember when you guys became carnage fairies?
Right, because
So they're the head of this. They are the. They're both retribution, I guess. So they're basically the retribution of the Dark Pyramid.
Okay, so retribution is still alright.
No. Not that's of the Dark Pyramid. Because remember, the pyramid pointing down is supposed to represent the dark side of Natosa, whereas the one pointing up is the light. So you can have a good retribution paladin now,
Oh, okay.
or justice paladin, if you want to put a better name to it.
Right.
that would be
Does that make sense? So if they're invited, that's their position that they've taken, that they are in their conclave. So if they invite you, then you have all this to fill. Except, no. Cortez does have one, is on one end of that.
as what though?
I forget what he represents. He
I would
was.
assume holy.
You could say unholy unholy. So I guess you have 4 seats and a bunch of collegium you can fill up,
Okay.
unless you want to revoke Cortez, but he is keeper of the dead,
Yeah.
basically.
No, I don't think we can.
I don't want to break that tree.
We don't want to break that. Yeah, we don't want to burn that bridge.
Yeah, that was a huge treaty, like.
Yes. Yes, it was.
I'm still kicking myself for not taking that spot myself.
Okay, so go with that knowledge. You guys can.
Alright. So let's get invited into the conclave and go from there.
Okay.
We
It's
invite
already
you
formed.
in.
No, we have to
We got cookies.
do it officially. Like, we can't just say, "Oh, you're all part of the conclave," can we?
Well, no, they
I don't know.
have their.
So, who of you feel like you are most representative of Natosa?
I would hope they all feel that
I heard
way.
you all say something earlier about Lightfoot being a good, positive influence of Natosa.
She would be a wonderful Holy Templar of the Upward Triangle.
Okay,
I will accept that position.
Yay!
then
I give her a cookie.
we don't have cookies.
I gave her a cookie.
Okay, so we will invite you to be the Holy Paladin. Which side is that on? I think that is.
Wouldn't that be on the left?
Yes, but
Yeah.
if it's facing me, it should be this one,
That,
right?
no. Left side of the holy side.
Yes, but if yes, here it is. So this will be Lightfoot.
You hungry?
holy
Food?
template.
That's fine.
Okay.
Presumptuous as it is, I would like to hold the spot for the upward shield.
We invite Lightfoot into our conclave. Lightfoot, do you swear to uphold the ideals of Natosa?
I do swear.
And do you swear that your goal will only to be glorify his name and to resurrect him?
I so swear.
Do you have anything to add?
No. Just eat the cookie.
How about at the closing of the circle? They all have to eat the cookie.
Okay, I like it.
That is the requirement.
Please be the chocolate and not the shit. Please be the
Very
chocolate,
well.
not the shit.
Lightfoot, Moondaughter, please enter the circle of Natosa. Enter the third conclave of Natosa.
I'll step into the circle.
Now, who's next? Who else should be part of this?
Rowan's
Barton.
gonna come in. I will take the position of retribution on the light side.
Justice.
Is that a question?
No.
Are you asking?
No.
Are you asking to be joined into
No.
the conclave?
No, that's what I am. That is where I am required.
Are you asking to join the conclave?
I have to ask.
Yeah.
May I demonstrate?
I mean, you don't. I mean, just because you say you're the avatar of Raylin doesn't mean you are.
I am. So.
But we don't know that.
May I join the third conclave as the retribution paladin on the light side?
Oh, do you swear to uphold the ideals of Natosa?
Yes.
And you swear to further the goals of Natosa?
Yes.
And do you swear to only uphold his goals?
Yes.
And do you swear to resurrect Natosa?
I do.
And only to glorify Natosa's name?
Are you trying to get me to say something?
Yes.
Are you trying to make me turn my back on my own goddess?
No.
Okay then. Then yes.
But turning your back on Natosa is turning your back on the Pantheon.
I will not be turning my back on Atosa.
Oh, good. Okay. So, we, the first seat of the conclave, invite you into our conclave.
Thank you.
Fine.
Fine.
So, Lightfoot is the second seat. And now, you are the retribution people.
Oh, that's the point, isn't it?
What?
That'd be the top, right?
Actually,
Because shields would be on the right arm, both on the left, and the sword in front.
it's supposed to be holy. The left is the retribution, and the right is the shield.
That actually makes sense, yeah.
So Lightfoot is there, and she's the second one, and you would be here. So that's Rowan, and that would be the third seat because now that you've been invited.
In between the fairies and Cortez.
And now,
No,
Oh, because Cortez removed too, right? No?
No, Cortez is on the dark side.
Yes.
So, who's next? Who else would like to be invited in? Prometheus? What
Well,
aspect do
seat?
you... What?
well, that's what I was going to say. What aspect is available? Because I'm a holy paladin.
I would like to
join.
be.
You are a holy paladin of... Who?
Oh, that's right. I'm a holy paladin of. I'm not actually a holy paladin of Natosa. I'm a holy paladin of Nukara. Ah, okay.
Competitive spot.
Yes. We could add you in to the Dark Circle.
Yes, let us do that. I would like to be invited into your conclave.
However, my Padawan also wants to be part of the conclave.
I would think that a Padawan who has just been released from slavery
Collegium? Initiate?
would be not worthy of a conclave seat.
And as his previous sponsor and slash owner,
No, I mean, he did
I don't
save
believe he's
the
learned
entire group that has just
yes,
come to
and
him.
he was rewarded for that.
He
He
did.
was.
He
Freedom.
was.
Freedom.
So that's canceled out.
Well, I mean, you guys don't have a vote yet because you're not officially.
I
I
understand
haven't
that.
closed the circle, so shut the fuck up. She's just
All
like,
right.
I'm just kidding.
I'm leaning over to Prometheus. Pretty sure you're about to roll initiative.
she's just like,
Actually, Sox was about to roll initiative because here it was a situation where Prometheus, who you can't stand, was about to possibly take up arms against Nyneave, who is, or not Nyneave,
Ry-lo-kin?
who is a conclave member.
Socks!
So I would have been in a situation where I would have to kill myself again.
Too soon.
Socks! Socks! Are you there? Socks!
Yeah, pinching it, baby.
Socks! Would you like to be the champion of Natosa, the guardian of the conclave, and the enforcer of the conclave's will?
Socks?
Yes.
Oh, he's the muscle.
I do accept.
Okay. Socks is considered the... Was the champion the heart different?
Yes, they were
Yes.
different.
Yeah, this is a non-voting member. The champion is like he's like the sergeant at arms.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So
Yeah.
Socks is the sergeant at arms. Good. Socks, I immediately appoint you to this position to defend the conclave and the current conclave member.
Members.
My life.
So Sergeant at Arms, SA. All right. Now we add Prometheus as we want him to be the Holy Templar of the evil side. I mean, of the dark side.
Yeah.
But first we must field the, what is it, the Shield
Holy
Templar?
shield.
Yes, and it's the shield paladin of the Templar side.
We have no Shield Paladins.
We do not.
If I may, while I've not yet started, that is what I intend to become.
You, we will talk prospective conclave members. How do you feel about bringing on someone who has just arrived to our world as a conclave member?
What are our other options?
Allowing him to be a
Leave it
part
open.
of the Collegium, leaving this spot open for someone who shows just an honor, and we can observe how he promotes Netosa.
So like
Yeah,
conclave
he's
on
really
Ritalin.
only been introduced to Netosa, huh?
No.
Yeah.
Like in the Collegium, like an initiate.
Right.
Is he even an initiate? Has he sworn himself to Netosa? No.
Has he had a chance?
Well, that's what I'm saying. We can't just put somebody who isn't a worshiper of Netosa on the conclave. Doesn't that have to be like the number one? Like,
I'm not arguing
For
that.
what it's worth, I do worship Nazareth, and by extension Atosa. I just didn't know the proper names.
wait, didn't you just arrive?
Yes.
So you're saying that you worship Nazareth before you came here?
Perhaps.
Nazareth is known by other names. I worship one of those other names. I understand now. I've already prayed to him and received a miracle from him.
What was that?
He healed me.
Perhaps a public profession of faith would help.
Honestly?
Yeah, the egg's right here.
Yeah.
Good.
I'm turning toward the egg. Actually, oh, good, perfect. I'm gonna take off my dog tags.
There you go.
What did they say on your dog tags there? What does your dog tag say?
Oh, you fucking are gonna do this right now. Oh, you're gonna fucking do this right fucking now.
What does it
Yes. They fucking say Mormon.
say?
Oh, yeah.
Oh dear.
Fucking knew this was gonna come up.
I would
Perhaps we should wait until this member is baptized in the Tosa. He is a
Why do you
heretic.
think I want to sacrifice them?
A heretic in our presence, in our most holy of sanctums.
And he hasn't been struck down, so there must be something for that.
That's right. Yeah.
Socks, defend the conclave.
He's obviously a worshiper of Nazareth. I cannot strike down a fellow Netosan.
But he's not.
He doesn't smell like one. He smells like a Netosan.
I mean, if he wouldn't have been here if he's not blooded. So why don't you just
I
let him
literally
prove
was
his
brought
word?
here directly by Rift.
Directly by Rift? Yeah, we all came here directly by Rift.
He
You
doesn't.
know, right to the temple.
He's not marked as an enemy.
I don't see him as red.
You don't?
I do not. You've never said anything. Again.
Fucking hell. Every time. Every fucking time.
How about we keep you on the side of the conclave as an initiate? Once you get those blasted things, right, and then you can earn your way. Cause I don't know. It's up to
That's
you.
why I want to sacrifice them. Sacrifice my past in face of my future.
He's trying to make a public profession of faith.
Trying to make a grab for power.
What?
I'm trying to dodge slavery.
Well, what's the difference?
Very
Come
well.
on, yeah.
Very well. Very well.
I'm gonna grab. Ooh, let's get that options.
What body part will you cut off as sacrifice?
Pinky toe.
Oh, can I have the toe?
Chop off that pinky toe.
You know you actually need that shit.
Your
Well.
pinky toe.
Cut off the middle toe. You don't need that one.
How about his junk?
Why
Yeah,
would
you
you
can
do
always
that?
chop off.
That violates a law of Natosa
Yeah.
to procreate.
He has to procreate.
He's got to procreate. He can't chop off his junk.
He's,
Why don't you just let him, like, kill all the Mormon things in him?
I think that's pretty major sacrifice, actually. But what do I know?
okay. You,
Can I still have the toe?
we will make
We
it
have-
professional. First, we must form this conclave.
Understood. Thank you for your
We
patience.
will allow you to make your profession outside the conclave halls, where you can do it in the traditional.
Oh, motherfucker.
Oh no.
Yes. The traditional methods of Nakara and the sun and the rays.
Fucking hell. I'm gonna grab my whetstone and start sharpening one of my gladiuses as much as I can.
Make sure that bad boy is sharp or it's gonna hurt.
Yeah, you don't want it to hurt. Make sure it's really sharp.
I am going fucking town. Like, this
Okay.
now is my focus.
Very well. Prometheus, you can step into this circle. Do you swear to defend the ideals of Natosa?
I do.
Do you
Oh,
swear
I do.
to promote in all you do the ideals of Natosa and
I
the
do.
do you swear to resurrect Natosa, to do your best to bring him back to this world?
I do.
Then I welcome you in to the circle.
Thank you. I step into the circle. Take up my spot.
So we got Steen over here.
Suddenly I feel very good.
Tingly inside.
Still pass.
So we have two spots open. We have the shield here and the shield. Oh, Cortez is in the shield spot, isn't he?
Yeah.
Okay. Of the Dark Templars.
Okay. Now, what else do we need? You wanted to have
A historian.
a historian and or an advocate, right?
Yeah.
The advocate.
It's 9
And
o'clock. I
a
have to
lawyer.
go to the bathroom.
Isn't that what the advocate is?
Okay.
Oh yes, yes.
Go ahead.
The advocate is the lawyer. We like the advocate because he has a silver tongue. Marfrin,
Yes.
do you think he would make a good advocate?
Can you lie with a straight face?
I think that he believes that he would.
And can you write really, really, really small?
I can write tiny.
I like him.
Small enough for a fairy to read.
Marfrin, will
Yes,
you uphold the laws
I
of
will.
Natosa
I will.
in all your faith? Promote the Natosa's will in all of your writings and documents and the way you
I
live.
will.
Prometheus, do you have anything to add? Rowan,
No, I don't
No.
have anything to add. I believe that he believes he will do a good job.
you believe that? Okay. Do you have anything to add
I wanna
in
add
the promotion of our Lord and Savior?
Fox wants to add something?
No, I'm good.
Just remember, you violate any of these laws, and I'll have to kill you.
I can see
Oh,
Socks
right.
looking at everybody when he says
Okay.
this.
Very well, Morphin. I vote that we bring Morphin in as the advocate of Natosa, of this conclave, the third conclave. Now, everyone who says aye, very well. You are now the lawyer, advocate. Lindell, make it bloody.
Alright. Doing it right now?
No, not in this spot,
Sacred circle.
sacred place.
Yeah, that's kind of why I was questioning it.
Oh, we don't want your tainted blood on our.
You leapfrogged. That's why he asked.
I know. I'm sorry. I'm a fairy, so I forget sometimes where I am.
That's dementia.
We invoke this conclave under the light and the witness of the source. O great Natosa, will you accept us, or these people, these new conclave members, as your conclave? Will you grant them the power to do your will on this earth and as the third conclave in all creation? Do you have
What did he
anything-
say?
Do you have anything to add?
No, what did he say?
Not you. Rowan, you must say a dedication. You are to be dedicated to this conclave.
I, Rowan, of the House Robenthar, give my life and my soul to fulfill my duties as a retribution paladin of Natosa.
And a conclave member?
And I'm a conclave member. Yes.
And a conclave.
Yes.
And Mr. Prometheus and Miss Lightfoot, you must say something.
Prometheus of House Asclepius, do hereby dedicate my life, my soul, and all that I am to performance of the duties of a conclave member of Natosa.
And Lightfoot?
I, Lightfoot, Moon Daughter, Priestess of Natosa, and Bastet, do swear to hold with and to do swear to uphold my duties as a priestess of Natosa and a conclave member.
Very well. Is there any thing, remember that a conclave is a contract between us and our deity. Is there anything that you require of our deity?
One miracle a month.
One miracle a month. Okay.
I have one too. Can he reverse the banishment from Cortez?
I don't know about that. You have to pray to him.
Okay, I will.
But we're already conclave members, so we already made our pledges. So
We don't get a gift.
no, we don't get a new gift. We don't get a new thing.
We should have done a new conclave then. Nobody told me I didn't get a gift.
The gift is worshiping Natosa and doing his will.
I meant a shiny gift. Or one that I can see Cortez.
I don't have any control over that.
Well, you tricked me.
Those are from his words himself, Natosa's mouth. Remember, that is one of the biggest laws of Natosa is from his mouth. It is the word or something like that. It's written.
No, I know, but
So it will be.
I was expecting a
As
gift.
it is in heaven, so shall it be on earth.
Yes. Anyways, this is so informal, this creation of this conclave. I guess with all these requests and these pledges, I I clove this circle
Oh, you had to spill blood.
and form this conclave. Oh yeah, let's cut his throat.
Wait, who's?
The Mormon.
Fucking knew that was coming. Like the moment you said spill blood, I'm like,
You want to seal it with blood? Socks? Execute the Mormon.
I meant our blood.
There ain't a Mormon here.
Right? Again, I
Socks.
don't.
Socks. You
What?
swore to uphold the duties of the conclave. I just ordered you to do something, and you have failed.
But there's no Mormon.
What?
this is getting really fucking personal.
The other hand is up again.
Side note, I noticed something. It actually recognizes when I raise my hand and it does it automatically. I'm seeing it on my screen as I do this.
That is bizarre. I didn't know
Yeah,
that.
he did. When he did this, it put the hand up.
Well, fine. Getting personal. It's not getting personal.
If there was
And
one
that's
here,
what the horns are for. That was out of character.
It's not getting personal. It's never personal.
It kind of is.
Kind of not. It's kind of a game.
I know that was there before I was here, but still, you don't need to bring it up every motherfucking time.
I kind of meant our blood though, because I mean we are conclave members, and
Yeah, why would you want tainted blood in your conclave ritual?
It's a sacrifice, not a ritual. Fine.
thank you.
Seal it with your blood then.
With your blood,
I already did that.
I didn't see you.
Okay. I think this game is up.
We're gonna get a break.